The ski resort Quinnings had booked was apparently super fancy, and while I wouldn't be on the slopes at any point, I was excited to try out the sauna. I'd never been in one before, and had packed both a bikini and an all-in-one, unsure what was deemed appropriate for sweating with strangers. A faint blush tickled my cheeks, and I willed it away. Maybe there was one person I wouldn't mind sweating with a little more than others. Of course it was a terrible idea, and he wasn't anything more than an occasionally flirtatious friend, though maybe I was reading into his small comments more than they warranted. It didn't help that he was technically my boss, and the big boss's son. But what was the harm in fantasizing? Wasn't like anything would happen. Probably. Visiting family for the holidays? The guy in the aisle seat asked, and I turned back to him with a smile that froze when I met his eyes. Holy hell. I said inelegantly, and gulped some more of my cheap Prosecco as I paused my music. No, actually. I'm on a business trip. A dark eyebrow raised. Me too. You're not out here with Quinnings, are you? Great. Small talk after all. I was surprised anyone else had opted for this early morning flight instead of the more sleep-friendly one that had been available yesterday. I was even more taken aback by the fact that this guy was American, though I was pretty sure that we had people coming from a variety of our offices abroad, but I wasn't sure why he'd bother coming to the UK first, unless he wanted to check out our London office. Seemed a long way to travel to look at boring grey cubicles and a glass lift. Oh, I am, actually. Cool, he said with a slight smile, and I stared for a second longer than was necessary. Cool. We lapsed back into silence, and after a moment I pulled my eyes away from his face and stared resolutely back out of the window as I hit play on Dua Lipa. What was I doing? This was ridiculous. I dated a little since Seth and I had broken up a year or so ago, but nobody serious. Not that this random, attractive stranger had the potential to be someone serious, or even someone at all. I wanted to groan but bit it back, so I didn't seem even weirder. My brain had the tendency to overthink things a little. I had what my parents always called an overactive imagination. I was so lost in my own thoughts that I almost missed it when he tried to talk to me again. Pretty brutal of them getting us out here over Christmas, right? His American accent was so thick that I found myself fascinated by the way his mouth shaped his vowels. Quinnings was an international company, but other than the occasional video meeting, I'd not had the chance to interact with anyone from our other offices yet. Really, I didn't even know everyone in our London office, let alone abroad. But it was true that I didn't really go out of my way to make new friends either.